Hello everyone, it's February 21st. Alright, last night was too late and then I didn't really have any motivation actually. So I did a silent one. And yeah, today I got a little bit more motivation. I just finished my training session, which was, I feel like my training was doing very well. The volume definitely works. Feel the technique, everything is getting better. But man, that session was bad. Snatch was good. Okay, I didn't really prep it, and then was able to get 175 pounds, which was my current max, and I was able to snatch it. And so yeah, that's good. But then the clean and jerk was just terrible. Lower weights was okay. I mean, I've right now I've been doing around 180, 185 pounds. So those weights are fine. But when I hit 195, that's only like 10 pounds heavier. I've already started failing. 10 pounds heavier. I was doubling 180. Right? 180 pounds. I was doubling 180. And now 195, I couldn't do it. And then the 205 one was just, oh my god. I felt lucky that I didn't get any significant injury out of it, but everything just feels bad. I don't know. Just the clean and jerk has always been my problem, which basically translates to I'm just not strong enough. But I just feel weird. Like training feels very good. Everything seems to be clicking, and then just it can come to this very demoralizing, honestly. But yeah, I guess it's what's gonna happen. Clean and jerk in particular, it's very much related to how well the recovery is, and I think most importantly, I have not done a double session, right? A snatch and a clean and jerk in the one session. I haven't done it for a while, so that could also play into it. So there are so many factors, but still, I feel I can do better. All right, yesterday was bad. It was like 5%. It's like, oh my goodness, you could do better, man. Yeah, the better way is topological sort. So try it some other time. I really don't want to do it today. All right, this is today. Count the number of complete components. Integer n on directed graph with n vertices, number from 0 and minus 1. You're given a 2D integer array edges. Blah blah blah. Return the number of complete connected components. A connected components is a subgraph of a graph in which there exists a path between any two vertices, and no vertex of the graph shares an edge with a vertex outside the graph. A complete component is set. A connected component is set to be complete if there exists an edge between every pair of its vertex. So in this case, I have 3 because this is by itself. This is a 1, and this is a 1. This is only 1 because this is not a complete graph. So every pair needs to have 1. So basically, we can find the connected, which is not difficult. What is maybe a little bit complicated is how to decide whether a thing is a complete, right? Is a complete. I think what we can do, if you go BFS, DFS, doesn't matter, right? We can prepare the edges. We can do set. Yeah, we can do set. We can do a vector of sets, and for each one you put the neighbors in, and you do let's say DFS starting from 1, blah blah blah, and you get all the edges out, right? You get all the edges. No, you get all the nodes out, and then you have to go through every single pair right? Every single pair, O(n) squared, to find if there exists an edge between them. I wonder if there is an easier way to do this. Like, 0, 1. Well, I mean, between every single one, right? So if we find the edges, then we shall know the size of their, right? So in this case, if we do this, so we can say 0 is going to be, so 0 will have 1, 0 will have 2. 1 will have 0, 1 will have 2, yes. 2 will have 0, will have 1. 3 will have 4. 4 will have 3. And 5 will have nothing, right? So let's say we a DFS, we start from 0, right? We DFS, and we get all the things from DFS. So how would you do DFS? We have nodes, right? Nodes. So we get a nodes. We have a scene, and we have nodes, and then we'll get a vector of nodes. 0, 1, 2. Now we just look into 0 to see what's the length. Look into 1. What's the length? What's the 2? What's the length? That I think shall do. Okay, let's give this a shot. In fact, I don't even think I need to do a vector of sets. I think we can just simply do a vector of a vector. Call it graph. We probably need to go size n. Yeah, size n. All right, then we're gonna say for auto, don't forget this, e of edges, right? Graph e0 dot pushback e1, graph e1 pushback e0. Okay, so that's the graph we're done, and now we want to have a set, unordered set of integers, call it scene, right? And then we want to have a for int I, 0 I smaller than n, I plus plus. We say we also need a res 0. Okay, what else do we need? Now we need to have std vector of int. We call it nodes, right? It's just a nodes, and now we say DFS. We put if scene dot contains I, right? If scene does not contain I, then say DFS node graph scene and nodes. Okay, so put that. Now once we're done, we have nodes. Then we shall say for int node of nodes. Okay. We shall have a Boolean value is complete. So is complete as true, right? So we have for each node, then we go to if say graph node dot size is not equal to Because every other one, so it's gonna be nodes dot size minus 1, right? Then we say is complete equal to false, and we'll break it. Okay. And then when we get out, we say if we can actually just say rest plus equal to is complete. Maybe we can do int, make it more explicit, right? And at the end, we'll return rest. Okay, what if you have the empty? Well, if it's the empty, not empty, it's just by itself, right? It's by itself, so it doesn't exist in the edges. Well, in that case, we will do that by itself, and it'll be just 1, right? Node size of 1. Yeah, I think it should be fine. Yeah, okay. So void DFS node vector. This is a graph and another set. This is what's this? This is a scene, and the last one is nodes. Okay. So we say if scene dot contains. Actually, I don't like this one. I like to say when I get there, nodes dot pushback node. Okay, for int child of graph node if scene not scene dot contains child scene dot insert node. Right, if it doesn't contain, now we do DFS child graph scene and nodes. If it has scene, now we don't do anything. So we just keep doing this. And if it doesn't scene it, then we do it. Doesn't scene it, then we do it until we complete everything. Okay, so that's DFS. What else? I feel like that's pretty much it. Two, 6, 8, 5. DFS to find all the connected components. Then we go through each node in the connected components. For the component to be complete, each node must have for the component of with m number of nodes to be complete, each node must have m minus 1 number of children. Well, we have n, and then we have m is the number of edges, and then we have to visit all the nodes. Right, we have to visit all the nodes. All the nodes and all the edges. And then we also have this part. So definitely n plus n. I can say vertex plus edges plus vertices squared. As I think, because this is a node. This is also a node. Let me think again. I don't think so. Because each one, you go through those, and then you go through those. The next round, those doesn't go through. Yeah, I think that's just n plus v plus e. I think that's it. Okay, let's see if it doesn't make any sense. Oh, wow. Well, what I think is we have something wrong here. I believe we should do something like this. You know what? I think I have a better idea. If scene dot contains I will continue. Alright, and then we don't do this. And then we do this. Alright, try it again. Yep, that looks more likely. Yep. Okay, that's pretty much the answer, I think. I'm pretty confident on this one. JSON list, DFS. Yep, I think I got it right. DFS, vertex count. Complete edges should be, that's fine. PFS is the same thing. Union find is the same thing. Alright, that'll be it. No gonna to do more.